Welcome to this T3485 Rudy replay. We're here with Cheezix on Fisherman's Bay to see what he can do. And Cheezix basically sent me a whole bunch of replays, and since I didn't have the Rudy on my channel yet, I thought I'd feature it in a video. The Rudy itself is basically a T3485, albeit slightly better. There's been two slight changes in the last couple of weeks. One of them is that I managed to steal the headset and microphone off of my girlfriend. So the audio should be better now, especially the speech. There should be less ambient noise and all that kind of stuff. So let me know how it is, if it's better. And the second change is that I've moved to London for a job again. So I'll be there for 2 months, and this means that at the moment I'm on a pretty crappy internet connection, which in turn means that I can't upload as many videos as I used to do in the last month or so. So it's probably going to be one video a week for a while, just because I don't want to clog up the internet and I want to play this game as well. In the meantime, Cheezix is putting some really nice fire down on all these tanks. Now don't be mistaken with the penetration throughout this replay, because he is actually firing the premium ammo on this tank. He's got 2 gun marks on it, which I guess he likes to play it very much. But I mean, normally I don't feature replays that are pretty much exclusively gold spam. But it was a nice game in the end result, so I thought I'd feature it nonetheless. So yeah, 2 gun marks. Let's see if we can see them. There we go, on the barrel. And it is a really nice tank. As I said earlier, it is pretty much a T3485 in all respects. The only advantage this tank has got is that it's got slightly faster aim time. It's got the same DPM. But the regular T3485 has got slightly better horsepower to ton ratio. The Type 58, the Chinese T3485, has the best DPM out of all, but it's got worse aim time, and I mean, they're all pretty similar, so it depends really what you want. But as a premium tank, this tank seems really solid. I mean, it must be if it's similar to the Russian medium tank. Now this position Cheezix is in is very critical on this map. It's imperative in a medium or a light tank that at least 1 or 2 guys are here, because you can actually put fire down the city, as you can see. But you can also cover the left flank a little bit. So it's a central position of dominance on this map. And Cheezix did a good job first going there and shooting down that building on the right that blocks your shot, and now just putting relentless fire down on his enemies. Now the OI has got really nice armor, but not so much when you've got premium ammo that has nearly 200 penetration, so yeah, he's not feeling too happy. Cheezix gets spotted, but OI doesn't care, and then he pulls back a little bit. T28 F30 there, and his platoon buddy the M4 is on the other flank at the moment, taking care of Cheezix's team's T3485, who doesn't seem to be doing so well. And now there's a little bit of quiet patch in the battle, so Cheezix thinks of moving towards that M4, because basically all the tanks on his team on that flank have fallen, but he's also keeping an eye on the KV85, which was last spotted in the center. Because yeah, I mean, if you get opportunity shots like that, it's always nice. And there he is. He's in base. So yeah. Nice shot. And just putting side shots in. This KV85 top tier tank camping in base. I mean, those are the teams you really want your enemy to have. Not so much when they're on your team, because they're about as much use as an ashtray on a motorcycle. But I mean, it's always nice to have some free XP pinatas. But can't shoot him there, gets spotted by the M4, so moves back. KV85 paying no attention whatsoever. Gets shot by Cromwell though, and then the KV85 finally wakes up. I guess he sort of saw something moving in the corner of his eye finally, even though he's been there for 5 minutes. And Cheezix trying to kill him, but the aim time is letting him down a bit, and this Russian potato gun has a little bit of trouble hitting the center of the aiming reticle as well, it seems. And before moved back, was on the complete left side of the map, but is now actually in front of Cheezix. So yeah, he has to be a little bit careful, because most of the time people playing that tank actually have got the howitzer and might or might not be firing heat or HE, which can severely screw up your tank if they play it well. Cheezix in the meantime is firing this bush because the Cromwell was last spotted, and he wasn't too far off. The Cromwell was camping in the other bush. And yeah, just getting some long range sniping in. You can see the shots dipping nicely into the ground. This is a characteristic of the Russian guns, especially the 100mm that you get on higher tiers. The shells just have a tendency to fall into the ground instead of flying to the middle of the aiming reticle for some reason if you shoot over longer distances. Don't know why, probably a balancing mechanic. But the M4 seems to have vanished. He was there and now he's gone. So he's the best player on their team, and there's really only one location that he could be. Well, there could be multiple. He could actually be going for Cheezix's base, but he's not. He's camping at the back. So yeah, well played to him. He had a really good start of the game, clearing the other flank, and then he made the mistake of going back instead of keeping pushing and getting Cheezix in the rear. So yeah, it's bad. But Cheezix is not moved. Moves up, sees the howitzer aiming, pulls back, but then decides to go forward. He puts a shot in, and the M4 is actually shooting AP. Which is kind of a surprise with that gun. I really expected him to fire heat, but I guess not. So yeah, this is Cheezix's ace tank. Well, probably one of the ace tanker badges he got in this tank. Obviously, having played it to get 2 gun marks. But he scored a Radley Walters for 8 kills, a high caliber, and a top gun. So yeah, really nice replay. If you did like it, feel free to rate it and possibly subscribe to the channel. Let me know how the sound is now, and see you next time.